What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I bought some camera equipment because I want to optimize the footage I'm shooting over vacation and have a certain type of setup that I want to construct here so that I can actually put two cameras on one, handle. And that's because I want to put my smartphone to kind of shoot just regular 2D footage, as well as film with my 3D camera set on top of that. And what I need is them kind of stacked on top of each other in order to be out of the way of each other. Now, for that, I've kind of constructed my own little thing here. I will put links to all of these pieces. The first thing are these two, what they call hot shoe screws or mounts. Now, they're both the same thing, so I'm just going to show you the one because I really only need the one. It comes with this little metal base plate, which kind of fits into the hot shoes on most normal cameras. So it's kind of where you put your flash, and that would slide into there, and then you would use this bottom, essentially like a nut to tighten that down and hold it in place. Then you have this top nut, which will then, this is a 1/4 inch screw, I believe, so it'll fit most of those camera holes, and then you just kind of tighten this up to kind of pinch that camera into position, and that'll hold hopefully my 3D VR camera on the top. So hopefully. All right, so we're looking at that first. Then I picked this up, the VFH1 Viewflex, and this is a smartphone clamp, and this is kind of the intermediate piece. So starting at the top, going to the middle, and then to the bottom, and hopefully this will be able to hold my smartphone in place, and then kind of have a hot shoe on top. So we have this hot shoe right there, and the hope is that this would slide in there, just like that. Oops, did, but not tighten down. So that'll go in there and tighten down, and I'll put the VR camera up on top. There's also another receiver screw here, a female hole, where it looks like I could attach something else if I really wanted to. I don't know what I would, but not sure. Oh, this looks like it adjusts this thing up and down. Okay, so that's how you're going to adjust it to your smartphone, I guess. It's not spring-loaded. It is a little bit, all right? So you're going to kind of do your macro adjustment, kind of the maximum. Spring-loaded down, which is funny. It's kind of pressing up. So I guess what it's going to do is it's kind of pushing this screw up. That's why. Then when you put your phone in here, you're going to have to tighten that phone down. I kind of wish that I could lift this thing all the way up and then have a separate, just spring-loaded clamp to kind of get my phone in quickly. But I guess what that would do is it would mean that this would be detached. This whole thing would be kind of separate. I'm crucifying my description here, but what's going to happen is that your phone is going to kind of be permanently attached here until you make the adjustment to get it out. This is all pretty robust. It's all plastic here, but the other thing that I was kind of intrigued with was this bottom, because this looked a little different. There are, I will say, little rubber spacers in here, and as you can see, they're angled down. You get a little bit of a bird beak-like look here, so it'll hold that phone in place. You don't have to worry about it kind of falling out. Then you have like an adjustment screw down here, and then you have a female receiver screw there. So the hope is that if I ordered everything right, this screw from the handle will fit in here. Now I will also say there's a piece of plastic right here. Not exactly sure what that's about. Okay, so that's rubber, so that'll just kind of help it from twisting, kind of getting off. All right, so let's keep moving from top to the middle to the bottom. All right, so here's the bottom piece, and it comes in this nice little nylon pouch with a drawstring, and it's pretty big. Now, this one is actually pretty unique. I was really looking at a lot of different handles because I wanted something that would do double duty. You might be able to tell what I got here. So I will say this thing is pretty big. It's not as big as like a pop can, but it's kind of like one of those small, those really small trendy pop cans. What we have is a pretty big a tightening screw right here. You can see the bolt coming up the top, and I'm just going to try to unscrew it because I think this is actually a two-way bolt. So yeah, what you can see here is it's actually a 1/4 inch here. Oh man, it feels like more than a 1/4 inch. I don't know. It's supposed to be 1/4 inch, and then like 1/8 of an inch. So you can put two different sizes on there. But I'm going to say that's the 1/4 inch right there. I might be wrong. So the good thing is this is going to fit on there, and this screw takes two different types of coals. And I'm just going to prove it to you here. If I take this off, because I think this is 1/4 inch, I can probably tighten it on there. See? Just like that. So it's like a 1/4 inch, I don't know. Maybe this is 1/8 inch. Maybe no, I think these are 1/4 inch. that must be 1/2 inch. So anyway, I'm going to kind of want to put this in backwards because I want the 1/8 or the 1/4 inch, not the 1/2 inch. And then I can put this down on here, just tighten it in. Nope. I'm going to put this on top. So, sorry to screw it up for you guys. And then that'll tighten down, all right? Okay, so that's going to tighten that sucker in there. And then I can put this on top of that. And then I will tighten that down into that screw. So I'm just going to tighten this as far as it'll go. You can see here we've got a little rubber ring on there. So hopefully everything should stay nice and in place. I'm going to tighten this on, and then I can use this this tightening screw right there to kind of make it a nice tight fit. So you can see right there. Now, even though this is pretty big, I like that it was a pretty big, robust handle, but then this TWZ also is a tripod, and a pretty big one. And that was kind of important to me because I wasn't sure exactly what terrain I would always have. Some of that's just going to be ground, some would probably be rock, maybe lava rock, I'm not sure. So I really wanted it wide, and not only because of the terrain, but because that Views 3D camera I showed you is big and it's heavy, and so I didn't want it falling over and tipping. It's a pretty expensive piece of equipment, at least for me. And what you can see here are these tripod legs are like you know, cast sheet metal almost. I mean, they're pretty thick, but they're not fully filled in, right? So that helps reduce the weight on them, and I actually like that. They do have some rubber, you know, plastic feet on the end, but man, they do splay out really wide, which I dig. So if I just show you the two there, you can see that's going to create a pretty nice footprint for keeping everything nice and stable. Okay, so I've got that. So I've got my handle. I can mount my cell phone in here, my smartphone, to film as I'm walking around. And then I think, if I tighten this one up here, I can put my 3D camera on top of that too. So, problem solved, where I don't have to hold two different cameras with one hand. All right, so if you want any part of these, from the hot shoe screw mount to this piece, to the smartphone mount, to the tripod / handle, check out my links below. I'll put 3 of them. I got them all on Amazon, but I think this is going to serve my purpose. The only thing that I probably would have liked a little bit better is maybe if there's some knurling on here when you grab it, maybe sweaty, warm hands, humid day, whatever, or some rubber, whatever, but I think this will work pretty well. So I'm excited. Yes! I'm glad it is what it is, because I wasn't really sure if I was building something that would work. Check it out. Peter von Panda out.